Hey y'all, it's me Kaylee, and here's a new video for you guys today. It's been a couple of days, but something might happen, and if I'm posting this video, it did happen. But I want to explain the situation and all that backstory beforehand. I think that would be the best way to do it. If you never see this video, then it obviously didn't happen, so let's get I have a cat, obviously. Come here. So that's Lucy. Fun fact about Lucy. I did pick her up from the streets. I feel like I've shared the whole story of her before. If I haven't shared the whole story about Lucy, or if you are just wondering, I do have a blog post on it, so you can, I'll link that down in the bio for you guys, so you can just go ahead and read that whole story if you're interested. I'm not sure if I have said it or not before, but this is going to be like a little snippet of it, and you'll see why it kind of relates to that. To what I'm about to talk about. Me and my mom had a chiropractic appointment. And on our way home, we see this little kitty just run out into the streets of a busy intersection and stop all the traffic. And that was Lucy Lou. And we ended up, long story short, we ended up keeping her. Obviously, I have her here. She is my baby girl, and I would do anything for my child. So yeah. So this brings me to this dog story. Hi, Lulu. And they basically told us that if we weren't going to take her, they'd probably just put her down at the shelter, because she wasn't going to be a favorable cat to adopt. And so at that point, they'll just put her down, and not even put her in the shelter, just because she did have ulcers in her eyes, and she had a lot of medical problems that the owners would have to endure, and no one really wants to do that at the front of getting a new cat, especially if they didn't save her. So they were just like, she's probably not going to make it there. Anyways, so I've been looking for a dog on Pet Finder, but I haven't gone to the shelters yet, just because every time I go there, I get super duper upset, and I just get very emotional thinking about it. Just because honestly, if I could, I would give all those dogs a home here. And it's very hard for me. Obviously, I'm kind of getting emotional right now. I definitely believe in adopt, don't shop. You can get purebreds at the shelter, because people drop off animals for no good reasons all the time. So yeah. So there was this dog that I saw. I've been talking to my mom and can I get a dog? No. Can I get a dog? No. Even though I don't really have to ask permission, but I feel like I should. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But I'm financially stable and independent, but I get weird. And so there was this dog, and she was super cute, but I was like, you know what, I don't need her. But I kept looking. I was like, oh my gosh, she's the cutest dog in the world. And I fell in love with her through a picture. And she was a little bit bigger, and my parents just got a pit bull mix. So I've always kind of grown up with smaller dogs, so he's a big puppy, compared to the rest of my dogs. So, he's kind of the oddball out, and my other dogs are a little bit older as well. So that also kind of plays into it. But basically, this dog is about 8 to 9 months, and she is 30 pounds already. My sorority sisters actually found her on, kind of by our campus, in a neighborhood, and she was really skinny, dirty, stinky, had a lot of sunburn on her nose, and you could just tell that she wasn't really cared for, and if she was cared for, she had been out for a long time. So this girl, so my sorority sister and this girl know each other, and so they the girl was like, you know what, I can take care of her, it's fine, because my sorority sister doesn't live in the city. So she was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. I'll just take care of her. I already have 2 dogs, so it's not a big deal. We'll try to find our owner. So because they just honestly thought it was one of their neighbors. Well, a few weeks go by and there's been nothing. They looked to see if she was microchipped. She's not. They looked to see if she has they did a found card for her at the shelter. Nothing. They posted on Facebook, shared it on the lost and found page for animals, and there was just nothing for her. And so they kept trying to find it, and then they posted a new post and they were like, we don't think anyone's trying to find her. Is there anyone who could potentially be her new home if we don't find an owner soon? Which, I mean, if no one's looking for her, no one's gonna look for her. I mean, that's really sad, obviously. So my best friend tagged me in the post and was like, and she just said that, and then she texted me and she's like, Kaylee, you should get that dog. She's super cute, and I feel like you would love her. And I was like, I know, I want her so bad. And I was like, well, do you think I should? And then she was like, yeah, I think you should. And I was like, okay, well, so then my logical brain was sinking, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I have to see about Lucy and just kind of feel out her temperament at first. Obviously, she'd have to get along with my cat. So I messaged the girl and I was like, hey, I just have a few questions. I'm interested in her, but I just would like to know a little bit more about her. And so we got to talking, and so this was yesterday. And I talked with my big, and she has a cat and a dog, and obviously I've grown up with cats and dogs, and Lucy has too. But I just kind of wanted to know more of a legitimate, a logistic, standpoint of view. And just talk to my big about okay, heartworm medicine, flea medicine, kind of what I should do when I'm away at work, because my parents, one of the biggest things for my parents was that I do work, but my best friend, she had a 9-to-5 job, and so did her boyfriend at the time when they got their dog, and she was little too. So then I started thinking about, okay, well, this is what I can do, and this is how I can make it work. And I obviously live in this apartment, but I do go for walks all the time, and having a dog that needs exercise would help me get outside more and exercise more. And one of my friends has a lot of land, and they already told me that they have a bigger dog as well, and so they were like, you can come out here anytime, and we would love to have her just run around and have fun and play with our dog. So I was like, okay, you know what, so I talked to the girl and I told her about my cat situation, and she was gonna bring her over here tonight, and then we were going to see how she interacted with Lucy, and then if everything went well while she was here, we were going to see if she could stay the night, and then if that went well, we would have just kind of gone from there. But if it didn't, she was like, obviously, if it doesn't work well with you, it doesn't work well. We're not going to force you to do anything, which was really nice. She's been super helpful this whole time. So she posted on the Lost and Found page, and I guess a random person was like, oh, I think I might have her sister, and then tagged the breeder in the post, and the breeder was like, well, we'll take her back if you can't find her. And then and I was like, or if you can't find her owner. But it's okay, well, she wasn't spayed or anything, so I was gonna have to take her to get spayed, which is totally fine. But she's gonna sell her for full price. I mean, she had 9 puppies. Obviously, she was going to try to sell her again. I don't know. That just, obviously, I know why she would want her, but I was just, really, I was this close to getting this dog. So then we went, so she called the girl who has the dog, had the dog, called the animal shelter and was like, I don't really know what to do at this point. Is there any legalities? What do I need to do? And she was like, the animal shelter was basically well, you should bring her here. And the lady the breeder or the owner has 3 business days to claim the dog. And if they don't claim her and show pictures, like show proof of ownership, then she'll be open for adoption. So basically where I'm at right now is it's Thursday, and basically how our animal shelter is that the reclaim hours are Friday and Saturday from noon to 4. So I'm gonna call them Monday and ask them if anyone has claimed the dog yet, and then adoption hours are from 12 to 4 Tuesday through Saturdays, or 12 to 4 I think, or 5 or something like that. But so on Tuesday I'm gonna go, and if she's still available for adoption, I'm going to go get a little puppy. I'm so excited. I hope it all works out. If it does, that would be really cool. But it's just kind of like one of those situations where I'm like, all right, is it gonna, like, I was so excited it was gonna work out, and then now it's not. So obviously I know God has a plan for me, but I'm really nervous, so I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys about that, and I'll of course keep you updated if there's an update to come. If not, then this is pointless. Hey everyone, so it is Tuesday and I have a puppy. Well, I don't have her yet, but I adopted her and she's getting spayed on Thursday, so I will go and pick her up on Thursday. So on Thursday I've officially adopted her today, but I will officially, like, she will be like come home with me on Thursday. So I'm so excited. The original lady that I'm getting her from, well, I'm not really getting her from anymore, but I was talking to, she gave me literally all this stuff. So, and she also gave me food. So this is her crate, her bed. Literally, this lady was so nice to me. And then she also gave me a bunch of food as well. So I'm just really happy that it worked out. I've informed Lucy, and I don't really think she understands what's going on yet. Hey, Lulu. How do you feel? How do you feel about getting a sissy? How do you feel? Okay. That's how she feels. But I feel like it'll be fine. Again, Lucy's grown up with dogs. She's sassy enough to handle them. I really don't think it'll be that big of a deal. But of course, it is a little bit of a learning and process. And I met the dog today, and she's so sweet, y'all. And she's so good. Like, she got so happy to see me. She peed. Like, it was just so, like, you could tell how scared and how, like, I looked in her eyes, and she was just so scared and so stressed out. And I felt so bad for her. Lucy. Lulu, you can't eat the camera. Okay, so can you get your butt out of my face, please? Thank you. So, yeah, she was just really scared, and you could, like, tell that she was scared, and she just wanted to be loved. So I felt really bad because obviously couldn't take her home today. Hey, Emery. How are you? You like your bone? So that's my doggy, Emery. She's just a little baby. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and getting to meet my dog. And if you did, go ahead. What should I do, Em? Thank you. Give it a thumbs up, or give it a paws up. Okay, you're hurting me now. Can you get off me? Thank you. Yeah, because Emery is gonna be in the vlogs now, and she can't wait for you guys to get to know her and get to see her. And Lucy is finally becoming okay with her. She was a little nervous at first, but over the weekend we've really gotten to hang out and stuff, and Emery kind of knows her place a little bit more too in regards to Lulu. So everything's working out so far, so we're doing good.